What are the disadvantages of a solar installation? What are the disadvantages of a solar installation? While solar energy has its downsides, they are not the sole reason you should avoid it. Solar energy has many benefits and is a great way to help save the environment. If you want to learn more about this renewable energy source, continue reading this article. In this article, we'll cover the costs, space requirements, return on investment, and energy storage devices. Solar installation services in Dallas, Texas. Costly installation. Installing solar panels can be expensive, but there are many other hidden costs associated with the process. Other expenses include interconnection, permitting fees, and design fees. Marketing and sales expenses should be included, along with any applicable sales taxes. These additional expenses can add thousands to the total cost of your solar installation project. The good news is that there are ways to minimize these costs, as well. These are some suggestions for installing a system that works. A residential 5 kilowatt system costs between $25,000 and $35,000, or about $3 to $5 per watt. However, these figures do not include the labor costs of installation. If you own a larger home, it will cost more. If you are unsure of the right size for your home, consider renting or leasing solar panels. Although leasing your system is cheaper than purchasing it, you'll only be able to own it after the contract ends. There are space requirements. Solar installations require different space. Someone may install solar panels on the roof or the ground depending on where they are located and their energy requirements. Alternatively, patio covers or trellises can be constructed to create the needed space. In order to provide full energy production, a combination of rooftop and ground solar installations is recommended. Here are some things to keep in mind when designing your solar system. American families consume approximately 900 kilowatt-hour each month, or about 30 kilowatt-hour daily. These numbers show that a typical 7.5 kilowatt solar system will require 750 square feet for roof space. The amount of space needed for the system varies depending on the size and complexity. If you're looking for a domestic solar installation, it's important to keep in mind that larger systems would require more space than smaller systems. Return on investment. You should ensure that you have a good return on your investment, ROI. Performance-based incentives can help you increase this ROI. Net metering, for example, allows you to send excess power back into the grid to receive credits towards your future bills. This can increase your ROI by a great deal, as it will allow you to avoid electricity costs that you would otherwise have to pay. The payback period for a solar installation varies widely, depending on several factors, including the cost of electricity and the amount of insolation in your region. However, as your ROI increases, the full financial benefits will become apparent. For example, an average solar electric system in Charleston, SC, costs $13,000, and government incentives cover 30 to 65% of the installation cost. In that case, you'll save about $45,000 over the course of the system's 20 to 25-year lifespan. Energy storage devices. A storage device can store excess solar energy, which could help you avoid paying high utility bills. By storing surplus energy produced by a solar panel, a consumer can avoid time-varying rates and demand charges. Variable rates apply to residential customers. Demand charges typically apply to commercial and industrial customers. It may charge a homeowner less for energy taken from their battery in peak hours. An additional disadvantage to installing an energy storage device for solar PV systems is its complexity. Besides the added complexity, installing an energy storage device increases the likelihood of problems with the system. The system itself needs to be sized properly, with proper cables and switches. You should place it in a cool, ventilated area. It is also important to keep in mind that storage systems can be expensive. Make sure it fully informs you before purchasing a solar system. Important links: insurance claims, restoration services, home remodeling, roofing, solar installation, water and storm damage.